Hi everyone, welcome to FIFAaddiction.com's second video on custom tactics. Here we're going to set up an actual tactic that's similar to Barcelona but less pressing. Now I say less pressing because if you try to play like Barcelona on FIFA, your players would actually get really tired, especially in head-to-head. Maybe not so much on Ultimate Team. But anyway, what we're trying to achieve is a custom tactic that the defence holds off and lets the attackers come towards them, so they don't try and play the offside trap. They hang off deep, but the attack is a bit like Barcelona in that they look for short passes and they don't look for long balls. So to do this I usually set up a random team that I'm not bothered about messing around with. I go into custom tactics and I edit their tactic. So for build up play, I want that to be quite slow, even though Barcelona and Spain for that matter pass the ball really quickly to each other. It's always short, so you could try this in FIFA, but you'll find that the ball really does bounce off the players and it's really hard to control. And if you also look at how the players react to a fast speed, the players are looking forward, they're not coming back to look for the ball. So for them to come and look for the ball, you need to set it to slow. I'm going to keep this organised to keep the defence in position, so the right back and centre backs don't move around, the wingers don't switch places with the midfielders, and the midfielders don't switch places with the strikers naturally. Chance creation, don't want it risky because the players are going to run into positions and make the pass hard. So I'm going to make it quite safe in that the players look for that easier ball. Crossing, I'm not going to cross it much. You notice Barcelona and Spain don't actually have tall strikers, so their players will look to come short towards the ball. If you have it set to high, it's going to be no good because the strikers are just going to burst into the box and look for the cross, which is not what we want in this tactic. We want the players to come towards the ball, and combined with the speed of the build-up play, you'll notice a big difference in the tactic, because the players will really come towards you and seek the ball from you. Shooting, I'll leave that halfway because you're in control of the players anyway for shooting, so it's up to you if you want to shoot lots or not. But for chance creation, I'm going to make the players just move around a bit more, so they'll still look to come for the ball, but they'll actually look and try and create a bit of space, and the midfielders and strikers will change positions and move around each other. I want the defence to really hold off and let the opponent come towards us. I'm going to set this really low so that it's obvious. Aggression, again, I don't want the team pressing or two players pressing. That's going to be really low. Width, keep it normal. I'm not going to play an offside trap because the defence is so deep, so there's not much point. Then I'm going to save that, and if I save it where I had the C1 tactic, I now have a custom tactic called Busan, which is based on the Busan team that I was there. Now if we come out of that, then go into Ultimate Team or any other mode, we can use that tactic, and you can see how effective it is and how much it changes the gameplay. It's really important how much the settings change the gameplay depending on your style of play. So we'll just look for a random match online. Anything could happen, could be a really good player, a really bad player, but hopefully you'll see the difference from the tactic As play the Advanced Cup. And this looks like it could actually be a final. Good place to test a tactic. It's nearly okay. Right, so we've got a fit squad, good morale, secret weapons on the bench. I think we're good to go. Now this team's not too bad, looks like he might be a bit of a skiller because he's got 4 skillful 5-star skill players. We'll see how our tactic of no pressure and close passing make a difference to the play. Just turn the volume down a bit. So you notice now when I do the D-pad, I've got the custom Busan tactic that I've just created. So there it is. So you use the D-pad to select it during game. And you can change that to any tactic you have if one particular tactic's not working. You should notice in attack the players looking to come towards the ball, and they're not looking for the cross there, they'll be looking for the short ball. That should be a penalty. It's really important because your opponent, if he doesn't understand the tactic, what's happening, you can switch between them and really work on his weaknesses by changing the tactics. So my defenders are set to hold off. So hold off, hold off. I was expecting him to do skills at this point, but that didn't look like a goal kick either, but there we go. Right. So again, the players aren't running around. I sent back on a 1-2 there, which forced him to go forwards a bit. But we'll see the possession stats to see if this has had an effect on the possession. See if we have possession like Barcelona and Spain get, which is usually more than 60% really. I see how my player came short there. Just got back in time. I keep getting these goal kicks, which is quite lucky. Yeah. That's the ultimate sweaty goal there. Have a bit of that.
Still plenty in this match. That makes it 1-0.
Don't think he's too happy with that. I like to play this kind of style because it really frustrates your opponent and might not be the greatest to watch, but once you get a couple of goals up, then you can start doing skills and trying fancy things and really showing off with your game if you can do them, or just to try things.
Possession changes hands. Ramirez. He's difficult to hold off, isn't he? Promising.
Ooh.
Almost found a way through. So nearly.
Hopefully this is similar for you to watch to Spain in the Euros.
Who's going to get to it first? There's some pretty desperate defending going on there, but they got the job done, survived the pressure. 4-4 from Robinho.
Oh, that's not good. Again, players holding off, picking off the ball from the opponent. Too slow.
Cut out by Giorgio Chiellini. Now, can they make the most of possession? Michael. Some tempo about their play.
Nice.
Ben Arfa.
I'm only using a 75 rated striker in Enrique, but he's a really good striker. So my defence seems to be coping with everything quite well. They're enjoying passing their ball around. Oh. Oh. That's a second. A little finesse into the corner there. Did get quite lucky with the rebound, but that was nice from Pato. Simple finish. Now when a lot of people ask for help, they say I'm losing a lot of games, but I'm sure I'm a better player than my opponent. And one of the things I ask is, how much possession do you have? Because what you usually find is that people tend to rush their attacks and want to get up as quick as they possibly can to the fast strikers and get frustrated if they don't. So I recommended that they slow their player down, create a tactic like this that really slows everything down and gives them more possession and more time to think about things, see if they improve. And then really have a tactic to expand on their preferred quicker play, getting it up front quicker. So there we go, that's kind of similar to Barcelona and Spain. It's exactly what we were looking for. It's exactly what the tactic's doing. The tactic's reflecting the kind of play that I wanted, and that's how I'm passing around the ball and how I'm looking for opportunities.
Ready to go again then for another 45 minutes.
And you can tell that this guy's quite frustrated already.
Thiago Silva. Cambiaso. Can he take the shot?
Oh, nice. Unfortunately I got blocked by my own defender there. So I tried to block the run and ran into my own defender. Not sure if that was over the line either. I think we need goal line technology on that one.
You have to feel there'll be goals today. It's now 2-1. Ramirez. Michel Bastos. Alexandra Pato. Oh, they've got this well.
Oh,
Good defending, anticipating that well. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Anderson. Alexandra Pato. Now, can he get through here? Real chance! It's come for the defender. What can they come up with here? It's a corner. Michael Sport intercepted. Real
as I'm
chance.
playing I'll try and commentate on
He didn't read that well, did he?
other things that spring to mind, like throw-ins
Work on these.
and general FIFA tips. So you notice when I'm defending, I'm generally controlling
What a break!
a player away from the man with the ball, so I'll manually change
Look after the ball better than that.
the player using
Saw that coming.
LB or L1 there.
Chance here. Got more problems here.
And that gives you more control over the player that you think is going to be more active in the defending.
Chance maybe. Well-timed header.
Oh,
Ball from
Good,
Lucio.
yeah.
Trying to build some pressure here. Oh, yes. He read the pass, got to the ball first. Quick strike. Made the ball. Robinho.
so I'm always anticipating the pass,
Ibrahimovic.
changing to a different defender. Oh,
They stay to the ball. The defender is the man on the ball.
people are trying to get sent off there.
Michel Bastos.
And when I'm attacking,
Silva.
first touch is important, so a flick
Pato. They don't get
of the left stick,
out over the line, and it's a throw in. Alexandra Pato.
or if you hold
Ramirez.
left trigger, so that's
Alexandra Pato. Terrific ball.
LT or L2.
Can he deliver? Can he get to it? Just lumped it downfield.
As the ball's coming towards you, he'll trap the ball with his feet and stop it. Referee. Thank you. So, trap. See the right stick there, pushed it away from the player.
Alexandra Pato. Ramirez. Anderson. Quick to see that
Nearly.
step in.
Nice ball.
What a good ball that is. Could have produced something.
Luckily I've got my players on defence set to
It's a throw in.
quite a deep defensive line.
there. There's something on there. Pressure was building
Great
there,
ball.
but they somehow managed to clear their lines.
That's another little tip there. As the ball were coming in, I used double trigger so that my player didn't collide with the ball and didn't try and make that stupid first touch that you see all the time. So when you double trigger the player, you see there I can move the player completely away from the ball. Just make sure nobody's tired. Ramirez. Take him off. I've no need to panic here and bring on Messi and Lavezzi. It's all quite laid back.
Just whips the ball off your toe, doesn't he? Basso. Michel Bastos.
Nearly had Pato through then.
Conceding the throw in. I think we're going to see changes on both sides here. Both managers are preparing.
And near the end of the game,
Very quick to cut the ball out.
not really in any trouble.
Not playing. Trying to get it free.
Just keeping the ball.
Coming at them from all angles here.
You read that.
Lavezzi.
Oh, he's got lucky. Ibra didn't turn for him though.
Well, you saw there why managers play millions for good defenders. That was a match-saving interception. Good use of the ball. They were making some headway there. Full ball from Lucio.
Yeah.
Out in the area.
So 2 minutes to
Ibrahimovic.
see this out.
Thiago Silva. And a full time.
So there we go. Hopefully you'll see how the tactic
They did what they came
influenced that game.
You can analyse.
Oh, I've just won the tournament, I forgot about that.
All you like, results will count. Puts it his drive. Look at the fans. They're just delighted that their team.
I'm not using many ultra special players there
Much appreciated today, Andy. Nice working with you. See you all
against a similar rated team. I use 3-5-2 just because it's cheap formation. So we'll set up a different tactic in the third video. Hope that was useful to people. Any questions, let us know.